How do you manage multiple interests in your life? It seems like there's so many things to explore with so little time. And if we cut away our time with sleep, school, job, responsibilities, just seems like we have so little time left. However, it is possible to manage multiple interests even in a busy day. So, let me tell you how. But first, let's talk about my testimony. Now, I'm someone who likes doing a lot of things in my life outside of school, whether that be playing guitar or doing illustration or just doing this whole YouTube channel. Personally, I find that having multiple interests is what keeps me sane as a human being, but how do you avoid the trap of being the jack of all trades and the master of none? And how do we even make time for multiple interests? Well, in this video, I'll be showing you exactly how I manage my multiple hobbies and interests while also doing school as well. Now, as much as I want to be optimistic, you can't have them all. The thing is, the more interests you have, the less time you will have to allocate to each one of them. Meaning that if you have way too many interests, you might end up being mediocre in all of them, and that's why balance is your friend and prioritization is your priority. So when I chose my hobbies, I made sure to prioritize one that really made me fulfilled in my life and really gave me sort of meaning in a way, because I don't want to just pursue a hobby just because I can. Like, just because people are doing this, I'm gonna copy them. Like, just because people are into, let's say, crocheting, that doesn't mean that I should suddenly master crocheting. Like, I could get into it, but doesn't mean that I should put my full attention into it. So when you're choosing a hobby, make sure it has meaning to you and make sure it has something of a fulfillment value to you. For example, you can see my guitar in the background. That's my recent guitar that I bought. I've always been passionate with music. I've always loved playing instruments, piano, drums, guitar. Ever since I was young, I've been doing lessons, and I've continued even after those lessons stopped. Hence why I decided that, okay, you know what, music will be a very important part of my life. Now, when you're choosing a hobby, it doesn't necessarily have to push you forward in your career or necessarily make you any money. What's important is that it gives you happiness and it gives you some meaning or purpose. And if you have trouble with that, I'm here to tell you that meaning is for you to decide. Purpose is for you to decide. So whether that hobby be an intellectual stimulating one, or whether it benefits you for your health, or whether if it's a creative endeavor, try to list all your hobbies down, and in the next step, we'll be choosing what hobbies will be staying and unfortunately, what hobbies that we will be going. Now, in order to really incorporate hobbies or interests in our life, we can't just dedicate our time for our interests. We can't just have this dedicated time period in our day for our hobbies. We just simply don't have enough time for that. Pretty much school, work, anything takes almost all of our day, and especially with sleep, which takes a third of our day, we just don't have enough time left. Basically, what we're left with is this game of trying to slot in our hobbies in our free time that we have. So, with the list of hobbies that you have, it's time for me to teach you the concept that I made myself, which is having integrated or external hobbies. Now, external hobbies are hobbies that you are typically familiar with. This could give you time for your day for you to do them. This could be anything. This could be skating. This could be playing the guitar. Think of this as your hobbies outside of your normal life. Then we have integrated hobbies that you can integrate into your life. So one prime example is cooking. I cook pretty much every day, or I cook most of the days that I have in my time. And it's a hobby that I can integrate into my normal life because that's just something that I do in my day-to-day life. Now, this may differ from people to people because obviously people have different lives. Like, for example, I've mentioned that playing guitar might be something that you might have to dedicate time for. But for someone who does work in the music industry, it's pretty much part of their lifestyle already. So really, your list will really look different compared to other people. So take a look at your hobby list and make sure to tag them whether they're integrated or dedicated. And then we can move on to scheduling and slotting our interests into our lives. So really the way, and this is kind of common sense for you to really have multiple interests, is to really be good at time management. And honestly, I think it'll be egregious of me if I told you that you have to literally schedule everything, because even though I'm someone who likes scheduling, I do think that scheduling literally everything will just defeat the whole purpose of what a schedule is. A schedule is a guide, not a written rule. We are not Elon Musk. We don't have to manage our time to that level. Instead of scheduling literally every aspect of our life, instead schedule the things that are non-negotiable and then play around with that time. So go to your calendar, any calendar app will do, and plop everything that's non-negotiable in your life, whether that be school, work, sleep, meals, gym, you name it. I'll teach you my personal system to indicate whether you have free time to do your interests or not, and essentially the schedule task free system. And it goes like this. First, ask yourself, are you in a non-negotiable schedule? If no, then ask yourself, do you have any remaining tasks in your day? And if not, then you are pretty much free. That's pretty much the system that I follow whenever I'm going throughout my day, just to make sure that I'm done with pretty much everything that I do. Now, in terms of expanding your interests, I find that learning and improving my hobbies is really fun. And recently, I've partnered with Skillshare for that. If you guys don't know, Skillshare is the largest online learning community containing thousands of classes led by experts, so you don't have to worry one bit. You can learn anything, things like film, illustration, design, freelance, and so much more. I feel like Skillshare can help you level up your career skills, your hobbies, and much more. As for me personally, I've been focusing on this class called Culinary Education 101, which is made by Chef Rudakova, who is a chef and culinary artist. I don't know, I've been really interested in culinary. I love cooking, and just learning how different flavors mix with each other is just something that is just so interesting to me. Hence, why I'm taking this class. Skillshare also has this new feature called Learning Paths, where you pick a specific learning path to take, which consists of multiple classes in order to deepen your skills in that specific area. So, for example, I'm taking a learning path called Take Your Music Production to the Next Level, as I also kind of want to get into music production, and so far, this learning path has been really great. The first 500 people to use my link in the description will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. So, get started today. Now, the last thing I do to really keep my interest strong is to literally set goals for my hobbies. Goals is a very powerful way to bring you forward and to really make you grow as a person. It also makes your interests challenging and fun as well. I don't really like monotonous hobbies. I kind of want hobbies or interests that kind of grow over time and that I learn new things, because we humans are dynamic. We crave novelty and we crave a sense of direction. You don't have to litter ambitious goals with your interests. All you just have to do is to set some milestones. So for example, with me and music, I try to learn a song every month. So with my guitar, I try to look online a guitar riff that I want to learn or a guitar song that I want to learn, and I just learn that and I track them all on my Notion page. Which moves me to my next point, make sure to track your hobbies in some website or some journal. If you guys don't have Notion or if you don't really like using digital products, I recommend using a simple notebook. I have a journal in the other room that I write down and track pretty much all my progress when it comes to my hobbies or interests. However, I also do have a Notion page that track all of my hobbies and interests. I put all of my goals there as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy today's video. I hope you guys are able to take a thing or two from this video and to make time for your hobbies and interests and to grow as a person. It's been a while since I made a face cam talk to the video type video, but here we are. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in another video. Don't forget to drink your water. Bye!